guys. How you doing? Y'all ready to make some money tonight? Because nothing's working right for me. Hopefully we can make some money betting. What do you think?
Yeah, it's been a rough past 2 days after a hot streak.
I hear you, man. There it goes. I got the music going. Little engineering problem there. Sorry about that. Welcome to Last Minute Betting with Bob and Mike and these two nuts down below here. Brought to you by OddsJam, the premier odds comparison company for sports bettors worldwide. March 14th with the Friday crew, making money.
Hopefully.
Putting out parlays, losing parlays, winning parlays. We'll see what happens tonight. So, yeah, we're here and we're ready to talk some sport. Get everything off your chest about, everybody's freaking out about.
Off my chest.
Somebody's freaking out. Let's just put it that way.
I'm all good over here.
Well, I mean, let's get into it. We're all worried about what the Chargers are spending right now and what's happening. And as I said, this is a long-term situation.
No.
Harbaugh's in charge.
No.
Mediocrity.
Support mediocrity.
No one ever really cares about the Chargers, though.
I agree. I mean, powder blue.
No offense, Justin. No one really cares.
Well, that's what I like about the Chargers, that nobody. But I don't give a damn. I've heard enough about what Bob has to say. Bob is a piker. He supports mediocrity. He's like, oh, it's like, no. Mike, I want to hear what you have to say about this. Are you with me that the Chargers are continuing to be this incompetent franchise that they've always been? Or are you with Bob, who's pikering out about them?
I mean, I don't think the Chargers have done anything to better position themselves in any way. I don't think that any of these signings are great. I don't think that bringing Mike Williams back, I'm not convinced that's going to do us any good. He'll get hurt or he'll be inconsistent, so don't see that happening. I feel like Quentin Johnston's just the same version of Mike Williams. Only drops maybe a little bit more passes than Mike Williams, because Mike Williams has dropped some balls too throughout his career and not been super consistent. So, I mean, I don't think, and Najee Harris, we were just talking about him not long ago, how inconsistent and how he's fallen off. Well, it's just like the Chargers to add somebody that's fallen off, let's go grab we need a running back. Let's go grab somebody that's irrelevant right now and not been doing much the last couple seasons. So, yeah, I mean, you're probably going to miss the playoffs this year because you got to remember last year their schedule was favorable because they were playing a last place or next to last place schedule, whatever it was. Now they finished second in their division. They're going to be playing a second place schedule this year. So they're going to have a tougher schedule and they haven't improved. So, I mean, yeah, they're probably going to be one of the teams. We see it every year. Teams miss the playoffs that made it the year before. You probably pencil in the Chargers as one of those playoff teams that are going to miss this year.
Thank you. Yes.
Okay.
Now
I'm glad you feel that way. But at this point in time, I think it's a little too early to predict.
Everybody's already gone. What's it early?
Not too early. It's
guys, there's still a draft.
So
you still have a draft. There's still the possibility of trade.
Players ain't going to make the whole
right now. Harbaugh, what won the Philadelphia Eagles the Super Bowl, guys?
Running back?
No.
Yeah. Saquon Barkley. My gosh, you've lost your ever-loving mind.
Yeah,
I would leave the stream. If I were you right now, I would just leave and quit.
Their defensive line.
Saquon Barkley won them.
Their defensive line. They put
You're right. All we heard All we heard all year about the Eagles was their defensive line, how they're winning football games. Barkley had nothing to do with that.
They had 4 sacks. They put pressure on Mahomes all the time.
But for the entirety of the season,
let me finish.
Bob,
the other Super Bowl that Mahomes lost was because a defensive line put pressure.
That's just one game, Bob. They got to the Super Bowl because of Saquon Barkley.
I'm talking about why they won the Super Bowl.
Because of Saquon Barkley.
No, because of both lines, defensive and offensive line. That's how you build a football team.
But they would have never been there without Barkley.
You shouldn't be watching football.
They wouldn't even have been in the Super Bowl without Barkley.
But they're there. Why did they win the Super Bowl? The game.
Saquon Barkley.
The season, the Super Bowl. That's the question. Why did they win the Super Bowl? Their offensive line and defensive line dominated.
I mean, there's a lot of teams that wish they even had the opportunity to play in the Super Bowl. So,
okay, that's not what I asked. The question is, why did the Philadelphia Eagles win that game, the Super Bowl?
Saquon Barkley.
But you have to get to the Super Bowl. Win it, boys. You have to get to the Super Bowl.
Ari, how you doing? My goodness.
Good afternoon, everybody. I see that this is a very
heated already, isn't
expressive discussion. No, but I think I'm with Bob on this one. I think the main question is, why did they win the Super Bowl? It was not because of Saquon that they won the Super Bowl. I will agree with you, Mike. He is the reason they got there. However, he's not the reason that they won. They effectively shut Saquon down, but Jalen took that over. Jalen played an excellent game. That's really what he's been waiting on, and we haven't seen a performance like that specifically out of Jalen all year. So nobody was expecting it, in my opinion.
What got us on that subject, Jabari, was we're talking about the moves the Chargers have made and how they haven't really made any moves. Bob's under the impression that if their defensive and offensive line are really, really good, this team could still be. No, the Chargers made no Saquon Barkley.
I never said that. I actually didn't get to.
You did say that.
I didn't. I said, once again, I said, Jim Harbaugh is building this team. He is going to build this team for the millionth time for you, Justin. For the millionth time for you. He is going to build the team from the line out. That is how Jim Harbaugh builds teams. Now, pay attention, okay? Watch what the guy has done his whole career. Every single place he's gone, he's had a good offensive line, good defensive line. Everywhere.
Right. So, but here's one thing.
Clean your ears out, bro.
Okay, Bob, let me finish. There's one thing he's never done, and that is coached an organization that has a history of choking, losing, and dropping the ball all the time. Bob, they fired Marty Schottenheimer after he went 14-2.
Mike, you made that point for many years. I understand that.
Well, okay, that's the kind of organization you're dealing with.
You're absolutely right. He has not coached in an organization like this, but I think he's got more pull than what you think, and he's not going out and getting DK Metcalf. And by the way, is Cooper Kupp? I know that, Mike. This is what Justin was complaining about. DK Metcalf isn't going to fit with Harbaugh. It's not happening. Okay, Harbaugh, you need to find guys like what they had in San Fran, man. That's what he's looking for. Who was their number one wide receivers in San Fran, Jabari?
Michael Crabtree.
Yeah.
Michael Crabtree, Vernon Davis was the tight end, if you remember correctly.
Did they make it to a Super Bowl with them guys?
Yes, they did.
Thank you.
Their receiving core is not even close to being as good as Vernon Davis and Michael Crabtree.
I don't know, but Mike Williams and what's Quentin Johnson? You're not making it to the Super Bowl with that wide receiver core.
You're not.
I never said they were. They're not making it to the Super Bowl if they have Isaac Bruce and Jerry Rice. They're not going to the Super Bowl this year.
If you get that kind of receiver, yes, you can absolutely go.
No, they're not going to the Super Bowl because of one receiver. My goodness, where do you get that?
They need
Jabari. This kid constantly thinks that a wide receiver is the most important position on the football field.
Pretty damn important. I wouldn't say most important, but
besides a quarterback, he thinks a wide receiver is the second most important position. Are you serious?
I kind of agree with Justin here. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
I will tell you this. Okay. It goes for me quarterback, defense as a whole.
Well, okay.
And then defense is what wins championships, not no wide receiver. You haven't seen a single wide receiver probably since Jerry Rice himself really solo take a team to a Super Bowl. And even then, he had Joe Montana back there throwing him the ball. So he threw him open.
Yeah, Roger Craig too, by the way.
Roger Craig too. But like I said again, even for the Philadelphia game, the defense just flat out outplayed the Chiefs. Mahomes was running for his life. That set up the offense to roll. And then you had two wide receivers that were just studs. A.J. Brown played a great game. Devontae Smith played a great game. And Jalen was really throwing dots the whole game. So it's a little different, I will say, with the Chargers, because I think they need to fix the O-line first. You need to get that healthy. I'm glad that they let Joey Bosa go. He's been hurt for a little bit. Not really okay with the signing of Najee Harris, okay. But they're going to figure some things out. And with them getting spanked like they did against the Texans this year, the defense still has a lot to figure out, in my opinion. So
I think the whole team needs a rebuild, to be honest.
I would disagree with the defense part of it. The defense was the number one scoring defense in the league last year, and they were not the number one reason they lost that game.
Okay, I'm going to put it to you like this, Justin. We could talk about number ones and number twos all we want, but the actual number one defense in the league went to the Super Bowl and dominated.
Yeah.
Okay. The Chargers defense went to the wild card round and got dominated. But especially in the second half.
Well, but they got scored on because they kept turning the ball over, and
it doesn't matter if your defense is good enough. You can limit them to a field goal. They can kick 4 field goals in a game. But the Texans were scoring on them. They were scoring touchdowns.
Well, a lot of that scoring though came in garbage time. The majority of the game they were stopping them. I'm not concerned about the defense. I think is very competitive. There's not too much attention we need to bring to that. The O-line.
I'm going to discredit the garbage time comment because that's not true. The first half of that game was close. The defense played well. The third quarter, they got their mouth punched in. That's all that happened. The Texans defense created more turnovers than the Chargers defense. That's what a defense is supposed to do. The Chargers defense did not do that.
No,
the Texans defense created they created 3 interceptions in the third themselves. That's not garbage time. That's where you win games.
Right.
Also, CJ Stroud is just in.
Well, that can be.
He didn't even play well that first half of the game. He didn't even play well until the fourth quarter. The defense is what played well.
Let's get off the Chargers and how Justin's going to build the Chargers. I tell you what, here's what I want you to do. Go get on Madden 2K and build the Chargers team. And
I'll build the Saints.
I don't play Madden.
Send it to me.
Madden is stupid.
This is true.
All right. Well, whatever. I'm just saying. Go build the team. Send me the team, and it's got to be within the salary cap now. Okay. Make sure these contracts are going to work out right too. All right. So we don't get in trouble with a salary cap next year.
I don't need to do that. What we need, the number one position of need in the Chargers is a wide receiver one.
You need Cooper Kupp.
Go get him. Go get him.
Forget about it. I had a bad comment there. I didn't realize that was what he was saying. All right. Defense wins championships usually.
I agree, yes, but it was.
I'm not disagreeing either.
I don't disagree. Yeah, I agree with Tristan. I don't disagree. So defense does win Super Bowls. You got no receivers, you can't win, though.
It was Saquon Barkley won the Super Bowl. There you go. All right.
But I mean, again, if Saquon Barkley's not on the Eagles, we're not talking about their defense won the championship for them in that particular game. What about the game where in the snow where Saquon went off again?
Oh yeah, I know.
And when the Super Bowl, yes, the defense for Philadelphia was dominant in every way, shape, or form. But they're not in that. They're not in that thing if without Barkley.
Well, honestly, I don't think they're in that thing without.
What if there's no snow in that Rams game? I mean, the Rams may end up getting that thing somehow, some way. So
they're not in the Super Bowl without them making the move to bring in Fangio as the defensive coordinator. That's another reason why they're there.
I mean, there's a lot of reasons, but there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. If you ask anybody, the Eagles, what's a big reason they were able to have the success they did and have the season they had? I mean, Saquon Barkley is all over that.
Literally, I think didn't he lead the league in touchdowns?
Barkley, I don't know about touchdowns, but I mean, historic rushing season.
Yeah, rushing yards. Hey, can I just say this though? Okay, the Chargers, they have signed, Najee Harris, Mike Williams, and Taylor Heineke. Why in the fuck do we need Taylor Heineke? Why? Tell me that right now.
They want a cheap backup quarterback.
What's wrong with Easton Stick? Why do we need to spend our money in the cap?
You need more than 2 quarterbacks for your team. One of them's going to wind up being on the squad, whatever they call that squad now.
The practice squad.
Is it still the practice squad? You never know in this day and age with these morons having to change names constantly. I mean, Jesus Christ. Here's the deal. The Chargers ain't going to win the Super Bowl this year, no matter who in the hell they get it.
Or next year.
I have a question for you all. With Keenan Allen back being an unrestricted free agent, what's the reason for you not bringing him back?
Well, yeah, I'd be bringing him back in a heartbeat.
I don't want Keenan Allen back.
What?
No. Why would we?
I'm not saying
you got Mike Williams.
I'm not saying you sign him to a $30 million a year deal, but why can't you sign him and Cooper Kupp? You have 2 number ones.
Okay, well, if you're gonna get him and Cooper Kupp,
and we don't know what's happening with Cooper yet. Okay, you said, Mike, that there's nothing else left. There's Cooper Kupp, dude.
Well, you better go get him then.
But if they don't get him, you're gonna quit rooting for the team.
But isn't Cooper Kupp pretty well? Isn't he the same? I mean, isn't he basically Ladd McConkey? You kind of already have a Cooper
way better route running, in my opinion. Way better. I think Puka and Cooper will be Cooper and Ladd McConkey. Ladd just gonna cover all the underneath routes, in my opinion.
Right.
But why can't you go get Cooper and Keenan? Keenan, they're both older, so of course they're not expecting $40 million a year, $30 million a year. But why can't you sign them to 1 year, $16.5 million? What's impossible about that?
Hey, if they can
go out and get him.
If they can get both of them, I think that would be good. When I say I don't want him as our wide receiver 1 again. That's what I don't want.
I don't understand why you wouldn't. He's still a very solid wide receiver.
I don't understand why you even care, because remember, you're no longer a Chargers fan.
No, you're just putting
That's what you said. You're done with them, so get off the bandwagon. Go.
Also, by the way, y'all have the 4th most cap space in the league next year, so I don't understand why we're not making moves. You have $58 million worth of cap space. The next team has 61 at Seattle. Next team is 68 at Arizona. Next team is 94 million with New England. So I don't understand why we're not making any moves.
Because the offseason is
the Saints are 24th.
And these guys are jumping the gun. Justin, you're jumping the gun. It's too early in the process to build where the team building. There's more moves to be made. Chill out and wait.
At least you guys don't have Spencer Rattler.
Well, I don't got patience for
take over, Mike.
These middlemen industries with the Packers, and
we have a shit ass team.
Who does?
Saints.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they do. There's no.
And you have cap space issues too, so I don't know what the Saints are going to do.
We had Michael Thomas, but Michael Thomas got injured, and I don't know what the hell happened to him.
Well, they let him go. He hasn't been on the roster all year. He wasn't there last year.
Oh wow,
he's been.
Isn't he like retired now?
He's like half retired. He's
pretty
not fully retired, but
he should be retired because he was the most inconsistent player.
But yeah. After 2020, he was done.
He was my favorite player too. Him and Olave, and Olave's offensive production dropped like.
Well, it's because he's got nobody else. When you're the only number one on the team and there's nobody else.
Look, we are not going to talk about the Saints, Tristan. At least
I don't want to talk about them either.
Hey, at least the Chargers have some relevancy to them right now.
We started off 2-0. I'm very happy about that.
The Saints, unfortunately, Tristan, they're just a mess right now.
Ever since Drew Brees left, the whole team just fucking collapsed.
Oh yeah. They were so dependent on him. That's another organization that I have a lot of problems with. And like Taysom Hill, they should have gotten rid of him a long time ago.
He's the only guy doing shit right now.
Well, even then, I mean, his contract is so inflated, and like that. Well, he's not the only guy that does stuff.
No, Kamara too, and those guys, but
but they're gonna let Kamara walk. I have a feeling.
Yeah, me too.
I think you should let him walk. Give him a chance to go win somewhere else. Personally,
Rattler walk too.
I'm surprised the 2017 running back class is still kicking. I mean, I thought they'd be long gone by now.
No, that's a very good running back class.
Well, I know, but they're getting old now. I mean,
I wouldn't say old.
Let's get off this stuff. Let's get off this and help Mr. Bats out. Let's give him an opinion here. NHL money line parlay.
Oh, we like that already.
Oilers, Jets, Avalanche, Predators money lines plus 923 on BetMGM. I like it. Tristan, how about you? He likes it too, doesn't he, Mike?
He does. He'd like it a lot more if the Panthers were on there, but
that is 100% correct, Mike.
But
are they playing tonight?
They're not playing tonight.
No, last night.
Okay, well, there you go.
So if you want to add one more leg to that parlay and wait till tomorrow and take Panthers,
and we got first place in the Atlantic. Just saying, not like the Blues.
Okay, yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right, my friend. The Panthers are a better team than the Blues right now. You're absolutely 100% right. When you know what? When you guys say something smart like that, I'll tell you you're right and you're smart. But you know what?
No, you won't.
Any more BS conversation? I don't want to hear no more about the friggin' Chargers and wide receivers. I'm tired of it. McDaniels over 21.5 PRA hit last 12 of 12 games. Jabari.
Mm-hmm. He's been very much balling. He has to when they don't have a number two. Julius Randle's been inconsistent. Rudy Gobert was out for a little bit, so that his line is a little bit inflated. But Gobert is back now.
Give me Derek White over 3.5 threes tonight. I'm taking that.
Okay.
Yeah, some good value on it, and I mean 4 threes for Derek White. That doesn't seem impossible.
He damn near dropped 7 last game. So,
yeah,
and they lost.
They still lost.
Well, that's all right.
Tristan,
win, lose, draw. We're as long as we get the threes.
Tristan, was that your microwave earlier?
Well, yeah, I'm making my dog's food.
Okay.
What do you feed him? Pizza Pops?
I can just hear it in the background. That's all I'm saying. Let me get on the Players Championship real quick.
I don't want to talk about that.
And Batia are minus 11. Spawn at minus 10. My boy McElroy, Morikawa, I've got him up there too. And Smalley, all at minus 9, followed by Fleetwood, Knapp, Glover, and Straka at minus 7. That is your top 7 spots. The cut was at minus 1. There's going to be, it could be going to -2. That would
Morikawa's going to chalk on the back nine. Like
you
always.
know what, Tristan? That was one tournament that you ever bet him on. It's the first time you ever bet him in your life. You know, you can't.
And he choked. All the more reason.
You can't have an opinion after one golf bet, dude. Come on.
I can, and I do. How about that?
Well,
and Rory.
Can you not do that on my show? Can you not do that on my show, please?
Rory.
People tune golf that makes sense. Okay.
Rory's a choke artist too.
Roy's already gotten me one outright this year, and I got him in this tournament too. Long way to go.
He'll choke on
36 holes. Another 36 holes. You've never played 36 holes.
Not a review.
Not even 36 holes total.
Yeah, funny guy, right?
Wait,
question though, Bob. What is the round leader right now for the second round?
Oh, you know what? I don't know.
Because I have something McCoy, Lee, and Rory, but
whatever his name is, right?
Yeah, Lee. I'm just gonna say Lee.
It's Minwoo Lee.
Okay, well, sorry, my pronunciation.
Okay, if you've got him and Rory, you might have a winner there with one of them, which means that, you know what? He's
gonna love golf again. He's gonna be hyped now.
Now, here's what I want to know.
If he gets a winner, he's going to be like, I take it back. I love golf. Betting golf
How did you come about handicapping that? How'd you come about handicapping that? Did you look back at past tournaments? You know, the history of
it's
how
called live betting. It's called live betting, Bob.
Okay. Oh, we got some movement when y'all get done. Sorry.
Okay, go ahead.
Cooper Kupp expected to sign with the Seahawks.
Ooh.
There goes that.
Yeah, so much for that one.
Yeah. I mean,
so now you're thrown in my face now, aren't you, Bob?
I don't care. Number one. Number two, not only do I not care, it has no bearing on where this team is going to be during the Jim Harbaugh tenure.
God, no one cares about Jim Harbaugh.
Yeah, well, at this point, I don't care about Jim Harbaugh at this point.
Okay, but that's fine. Don't wear any more Chargers stuff on the show, okay? I don't want to see it no more.
Well, then I'll wear it again, then, just because you said that.
Okay, all right, cool.
Why don't you ever wear your Blues merch?
Yeah, where's your Blues merch? Where's your?
Oh, there's a hat up here somewhere.
I'll become a fan again.
Let me wear my OddsJam hat. How's that? All right. Mike, you got any kind of trivia or anything for us?
Trivia
time. No, yeah, I ain't got nothing, Bobby.
You sure you can't pull up something to help me out of this show?
No, I don't have no trivia around.
All right. Let's do a Stevie B parlay. Maybe we can get something going there.
We'll add the Chargers.
I will be leaving immediately after this show, so say your goodbyes here soon, guys.
Bob's got big plans tonight.
He's gonna go have drinks with Jim Harbaugh.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. That'd be cool. I'd have no problem with that at all.
I'm about to say I don't know how that's a downside to anything.
Well, it's because you love him so much.
I don't love him so much. I actually used to not be able to stand him, but I think he's a hell of a coach. He's proven that throughout his career at college and in the NFL. And you know what? He's a pretty good quarterback too. And he was a tough fucking quarterback. Okay. So
I've grown to respect.
I like him better as a quarterback than a coach, but I'm telling you right now, he's going to build that team from the line out. And if you don't like it, quit rooting for him. All right.
Well, let's go. About, isn't it? It's all about tough.
Yeah. You'll find out when you're the 51st state. All right. Let's take a look here. I'm actually going to start this one off on a Stevie B parlay.
No, you're going Utah.
Nope. I'm taking the Kraken at home. I am, as Mike likes to say, back in the Kraken.
I don't do that a whole lot these days.
Yeah. That's like the team I stay away from.
Yeah, I haven't said that or heard that in a long time, and there's a reason behind it. But hey, Bob is Bob is slacking because now he's back in the Kraken.
Back in the Kraken.
Boy, oh boy.
Okay, give me the Sharks.
Okay.
The Sharks don't play tonight.
I know that was a.
Oh, okay.
We're taking Kraken. Might as well give me the Sharks.
You're gonna give
me
can you help me out here? Can we get back to normality?
Yes, we're good. We're good. I promise.
Who we got here?
You want me to? I have a play.
Okay.
I'll take the Lakers on the spread.
All right.
I mean, I know they're on a back-to-back. I know it's a little iffy, but
I'm gonna give you this, and I'm gonna let you rethink that. Okay. Luka is not playing tonight.
Yeah, even that I don't care. 15.
Oh my God! All right, since we're yelling out stuff at this point.
Are we not thinking of LeBron's not playing either? Is he?
No, he's not. The half the starting lineup is not playing. You got Austin Reeves.
All right, here's what we're gonna do. I'm starting over. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get rid of the
Yeah, I mean, we're at this point. Bob, you already started us off with Seattle. I mean, whew.
You know what? Give me Winnipeg. Give me Winnipeg.
Okay. I was trying to keep from doing one of Stevie B's picks, but okay.
Well, he has like 10 picks, so we may have to take one.
All right.
I mean,
Winnipeg.
Well, I mean, in all fairness,
I didn't even know that was one of his picks. To be honest,
Steven says, "Oh my God, take the other spread." Yeah, the Lakers worry me tonight. I mean, if they cover, it may be backdoor cover type of deal. I don't know, man.
It's not happening. I'm sorry. They're in Denver. It's not happening.
Okay, well then, that'll go another one then.
I'm still trying to figure out what the hell I'm doing.
Yeah, hurry up.
I have mine when you're ready.
All right, tell me what it is.
Give me over 243 in Cavs versus Grizzlies.
I could do that.
Okay.
Last game they were at 152. I think Ja and Donovan are going to put on fireworks again.
Okay, let me see where the most books have it at, and they have it at 243.5.
Can you get it at 243? If 243.5 is the only thing available,
243.5 is going to give us the most options.
That's
you can get it at 243 on books that a lot of people don't have, but the majority of the major books,
gotcha,
have at 243.5. All right, Mike, you got anything?
Yeah, I got a couple of looks here.
Okay.
Since we are, I do think UConn beats Creighton. I do think UConn beats Creighton tonight.
Is that what you want to go with?
I'm going to take the money line. I know it's nothing super sexy or anything at minus 170-80, but I don't know that I trust them on the spread fully. But I do trust them to at least beat Creighton. They split with them this year. Both games, and that's the problem. Both of these games were close games. 5 and 4 point games. So
okay, but it's still minus 170. It's fine. It'll work.
It'll work.
It'll work.
It's a winner. We want winners.
Okay.
Cooper Kupp 3-year deal with the Seahawks, by the way.
Okay.
Won't be seeing him.
Yeah, it's kind of a nasty duo, though. No, wait, no, DK's gone.
Stop talking about the Chargers, even though you're laughing at me.
Can I put Florida in this, Mike?
No, you can't.
Florida, the Gators on the spread or money line?
Money line.
I mean, I'm cool with just straight up. I know there's a lot of juice in that, but yeah, because I don't know if they cover that spread.
Let's see what it takes it to. Plus 579, and what do we got? 4 picks. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that kind of sucks.
Yeah,
come on, Bob, get creative.
You're blasting me for minus 170, and you're trying to throw minus 370.
I wasn't blasting you.
Well, hating on me something.
You know what? Quit your whining now, okay?
Quit being a hypocrite.
What? Enough whining in one night.
From who? You or you?
Well, no, it's enough pikering on Bob's part. I think that's what it is.
Yeah, I mean, this guy's like, oh, minus 170.
Yeah.
He's like, here, I'll take minus 370. Oh, okay.
Minus 470.
Yeah, because he compared that with the Houston money line, and he's got gold.
Yeah.
I'll take the Avalanche and Flames over 5.5 goals tonight.
Okay.
There.
Okay, give me Celtics minus 400. We're going that route.
I mean, we could, you know.
I went minus 122. I mean,
I don't know if they cover that spread, though.
Who we got left?
Me, I haven't. I'll go with the Clippers instead of the Lakers.
Okay.
Clippers.
Who are the Clippers playing?
Atlanta.
Is Kawhi playing tonight? Yeah, he didn't play last night, so he should play tonight.
You're just money line Clippers?
Right. You could do spread. So I'm totally fine.
Hawks been a little hot.
They have.
They have been a little hot lately. But the Clippers have been playing better, too.
Yep, yeah, hot streaks come to an end. So.
If I could get this to move. There we go.
All I know is I'm done taking spreads in college basketball. Fuck that. I'm done. No more.
All right. Jets, money line in the NHL. Over 243.5, Cavs and Grizz. Connecticut on the money line, college basketball. Over 5.5 total goals. Colorado and Calgary in the Clippers money line. Looks like a plus 13 something is what we're going to go with. And that is the Stevie B parlay. Aren't you glad you came back today, Jabari?
Yeah, I'd always planned on coming back, but you know, new stuff and all. But yeah, today was fun. I will say that it definitely reminds me why I like hanging out with the boys.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
Yes, very much fun. Had a good time. Hope you all did. Just want to tell you, Tristan, you just need to do it live and not in the first 10 minutes.
I'm guessing he's referring to spreads. So I'm sorry, but spreads are banned. Fuck that. I'm not doing it. Pardon my friends, but I'm not doing it.
I don't really understand why, because a lot of times live you could pick up 7-8 points, man.
Listen, I bet George Mason on this minus 1.5 and first half. They were up and then they lost by 5. So I'm like,
why are you betting George Mason? You only bet George Mason if you put him in a parlay, bro. Otherwise, don't bet him.
They would have screwed the parlay. They lost.
Well, yeah.
Learn my lesson.
Okay. Let's go.
I agree with you. Bob's just hating on all of us.
Yeah. I was trying to paint himself like he's not wrong over here.
Guys are like drama queen. Know that?
Is he drinking out a Canadian pickle jar?
Yeah, it's pickle vodka.
Yeah, I need it.